Hi, I'm Pamela Church with Bank for Wealth, and today I want to talk with you a little bit about financial freedom. You hear a lot of people out there talking about financial freedom, and different people have different ideas of what that is for them. And what got me thinking about this today was it wasn't that long ago, just maybe a couple of years ago, that my husband and myself were in a place for the very first time of not feeling like we were financially free. And financial freedom to us was just never having to worry about money. And it didn't mean we were multi-billionaires or anything, but we were living a lifestyle where we didn't have to worry about money. We had savings, we had money that was coming in passively. We had what we thought was something that was going to give us the ability to retire early. So, a couple of things I want to hit on when I'm talking about retirement and passive income. Now that we've come from this place we were in 2 years ago of not feeling financially free for the very first time, we figured out why. And it's because we were using traditional retirement programs to set up our financial future. And we weren't really concerned about them because it seemed like we had enough money. A lot of people think that financial freedom is retiring. So let's talk about retirement for a minute. I listened to Rabbi Daniel Lapin one time talking about retirement, and he said something that really stuck with me. And that is retirement means that you're no longer working or a use to society. And that really struck a chord with me because as an entrepreneur, I'm all about helping other people. So who's to say that I go and make all this money from working and then I want to become financially free and I stop helping people? So a better way I think to look at financial freedom and retirement maybe would be let's get in control of our money so we can do what we want to do, but not actually stop working. I mean, think about how much wisdom you have when you get older, and you don't want to shut that off from other people because that's where you can truly help people, especially the younger generations coming up. So, financial freedom, what is it? It could be just being able to do what you really want to do without having to work harder and harder to keep up with your lifestyle, to keep up with the bills. I mean, there are some people that live paycheck to paycheck. They get that check and they just see where that money's going for the next month, and they have a little bit left over. And usually that money is going out to pay other people. They're just going and spending it all. Well, I remember when I was younger, I loved fancy cars and I loved buying stuff. And I didn't really think I needed to plan. I thought, well, I've got plenty of time. And it's interesting because if I would have planned back then the way that I'm planning now, I would have been in a completely different place and never have had to worry about money. But 2 years ago, I did because I didn't plan. So today, what's different from me back then is I would love to have a fancy car. One of my cars right now is 10 years old and it's a big truck actually. And I've been thinking, it's about time I get a new car. I'm used to having cars at least every 5 years. And I feel pretty proud of myself that I haven't gone out and just bought a new car. But, it's still one of those things that do I need a new car right now? And it's been hard. I've had to discipline. And the reason I've had to discipline myself for the first time and not going out and just buying whatever car I want and keeping it on my dream board is because I wasn't disciplined at a younger age. So, financial freedom, let's talk about the younger ages. For me, now, financial freedom is being able to leave multi generational wealth. Because since I was younger, I now have a son and married to a wonderful husband. And I would love the ability to do what the Bible tells me to do, which is leave money for your children's children. And honestly, I didn't know how I was going to do that. But now that is financial freedom to me, knowing that I can leave that legacy in our family that wasn't left for me. And, that could be financial freedom for somebody. Just knowing that you can leave money for your children's children, and if you can't do it, then it could be just leaving that legacy. Teaching them about how money really, really works. And by the way, at Bank for Wealth, what we do is we help people who are the smart people who really want to build that secure wealth. We help you do that with a very special tool. And I wish it's one I would have known about many years ago, but this is how I've left a legacy for my son. My husband and I have taught him how money really works and given him this tool that the Rockefellers use, that banks use, that corporations use. Now, you hear that name Rockefeller and you're thinking, oh yeah, Rockefeller. You don't have to be a Rockefeller to have financial freedom. I mean, financial freedom could be just paying off those credit cards that we were talking about. The ones that, you're paying high interest, and the ones that are like a monkey on your back. So if you could pay those off, imagine the freedom that you're going to feel from that. Now, the way the elite do it, though, they don't just pay down their debt. They know how to grow money at the same time. And that has been life-changing for our family. So anyway, when you're thinking about financial freedom, what you have to do is you definitely have to plan. You have to have discipline in the beginning. You have to be able to go to work to have that income coming in. But if you plan it out, you don't have to work harder and harder. Even though our expenses rise with income, even though we have inflation, even though taxes keep increasing. And don't plan on using those traditional retirement programs, because I'm here to tell you they don't work. And if you're a baby boomer, if you're thinking about getting Social Security as your passive income, I would forget that if I were you. I wouldn't count on it. You need to have multiple streams of passive income too, not just one 401k or counting on Social Security. And that's my puppy over there. Let's see. Let's see if you could see her. I don't even know. Where is she? I was trying to show her to you, but you can see, I mean, I live an incredible life, and we live on a horse ranch in Colorado, and you know what? It took some planning to get here, but we were using the traditional means of planning, and they ended up failing us. But the good news is we were open to hear about how to create wealth. So if you're thinking you can never have wealth or financial freedom, I'm here to tell you you're wrong, and we can help you with that. The first thing that we do is we're committed to educating you for free. So if you ever want to hop on a live call with us or a live stream with us, we teach some banking concepts that will completely have you treating money differently. And it's the way it needs to be treated so that you can secure your wealth, so that you can have that financial freedom, whatever financial freedom means to you, because it is different for all of us. So I hope you all have a blessed day, and that you'll be thinking about financial freedom. What does that mean to you? And then looking back and figuring out if what you've planned is going to work for your plans of financial freedom. Because there's more than just needing money for lifestyle. There's money that you need for paying down that debt, having money that you can take control during retirement years, having asset protection, having a way to leave a multi-generational legacy for your family. Be that with money, or be that with getting a hold of us and learning how to treat money. And thank you for tuning in, and I'm Pamela Church with Bank for Wealth.